Welcome back to the Jack Project series. In today's video, we will be having a look at the first sheet metal part, and it is called the base bracket. We will start with a sketch, dimension it, and using this sketch, create the base flange of the sheet metal part. We will then add some edge flanges, add an extruded cut, as well as fillet some corners. If you are interested in learning about SOLIDWORKS, feel free to reach out to us for more information on how to book your next training session with us. So far in the series, we have had a look at different parts within this assembly. We started off with the spacer and we moved on to the pin. We also did the clip and the handle. In today's video, we will be having a look at the first sheet metal part, and that is this one called the base bracket. There are other sheet metal parts, that is the base, the support frame, as well as the top bracket. So I will be starting with the most simple one, which is then the base bracket. Thereafter, in future videos, we will have a look at the main shaft and the bush, which also has configurations in it. So there will be two types of bushes. And once all the parts have been completed, we will then put everything together in this assembly. So this is the instruction, the drawing for the base bracket. As you can see, it has a base flange, which will be our first sketch for our sheet metal. And these are our edge flanges. They also have some cut extrudes of some diameter 10 holes over there, and some fillets as well. We also note that the inner fillet or the inner radius of these bends over here are radius 5, and I'll show you where to make sure that that is there in your property manager when you do your edge flanges. So let's get to it. In the sheet metal tab, if you do not already have this tab here, you can right click in a blank space on your command manager, and where it says tabs, make sure that sheet metal is selected. If it is not, this is where you click to select. Okay, in the sheet metal tab, the first thing that we will do is click on base flange or tab. It will then ask you what plane would you like for that to be on. In this case, it's going to be on the top plane. Okay, having a look again at the instructions, we see that the base is 75 by 100. Okay, so I will go and insert that here using my shortcut on my mouse for the rectangle by swiping down and then selecting a center point rectangle with the center at the origin. Right click and swiping upwards on my mouse shortcuts for the dimension tool. That is 100 and this is 75. Okay, once I click on save and exit on my sketch, it will automatically open up the base flange property manager. So in this property manager, you will be asked to specify what is the thickness of the plate that you would like to, of the sheet metal that you would like to be extruded from this sketch, as well as some other information here. I will be leaving everything exactly as it is. I'm happy with a thickness of 5. If I'm not mistaken, that was the instruction. Yes, it is 5. Okay, and from there I can click OK. And I will see then the sheet metal has been extruded from that sketch, and I can now go ahead and add the edge flanges. So the edge flanges are on the 100mm edges. We can see it coming up here and here, and those have a height of 65. So in the sheet metal tab, going to the option that says edge flange, then we go and select those specific edges. Okay, so the first click is then to select the edge, and the second click is to set the height. Okay, this is not a permanent height, you can edit it later on. So I will click there for the height, and then I can go and select the second edge as well. Okay, the height was 42 here, this needs to be 65. And I can see the default radius over here is set to 5. If 5 was not correct, I would uncheck this box over here and then change those dimensions accordingly. but that is exactly what I need. So 65 with an ender radius of 5, and then I can click OK. Okay, we are not done yet. We still need to do our cut extrude. So normally we would just sketch on a surface or go to the features tab and do the cut extrude, but within your sheet metal tab there is also a cut extrude. I would recommend that you use this one if you are making cutouts on your sheet metal. So clicking on cut extrude, I'm going to select this outer surface over here, and if you can see in the instructions, we've got a center distance between the two of 40, a distance from the edge to the center of 30 over here, and those are diameter 10 and center distance from the top of 20. Okay, so let's go and do that. Swiping to the right for a circle. In this case, because our origin is at the center, I'm going to make use of a center line and then just mirror the circle about it. So that line, I accidentally drew it as a solid. I'm just going to right click on that and change it to construction geometry to make it a center line. That was a diameter of 10 and a center distance from the top of 20. A center distance across the center line. Remember, we want that double dimension. That was 40. And because we have this, it is not then necessary to have the 30 millimeters from the edge because it is already fully defined. So if you remember correctly from previous videos, all we have to do then is highlight the center line and the circle. Don't worry if the dimensions are also highlighted. And then we can click on mirror entities, and that circle with all of its parameters will be mirrored over to the other side of that center line. So we are done with our sketch. We can click on save and exit the sketch, and then it will open up the property manager for the cut extrude. I'm going to rotate my view so I can see what the preview looks like. It is going the correct direction, and the end condition is also through all, which is correct. Once I click OK on that, I can see that the cut has gone all the way through, and that is exactly what I wanted. Lastly, we just need these radius 20 fillets on the corners over here. So selecting, so your fillet feature is not available in your sheet metal tab. You need to pop back over here to features, select fillet, and then this will just work as normal. So selecting this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge, make that a radius of 20, click OK, and this is the base bracket completed. So stay tuned, have a look out on our YouTube channel for future videos in this Jack project series, and stick around and we will complete it together, as well as assemble the different parts and make it a working, moving assembly.